I'm very hopeful. I've kind of learned my lesson the last couple videos not to get my hopes too high when I see stuff like this, and I think like, oh, maybe I'll have something really cool and exciting in here, because sometimes that ends up not really playing out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Funko 411, and welcome back to part 2 of our Mystery Box Mountain series. So, last video we opened up some boxes from Poppin' Off Toys. We had some Smile stuff, some Fugitive Toys stuff. Today we've got 2 mystery boxes from Pop King Paul. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now is a really good time to do it, because the next video I'm going to be doing some boxes from Mystery Grail. The one after that, we're going to do some stuff from Boom Loot, and then we're going to wrap up the Mystery Box Mountain series with a box from Chalice Collectibles. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, boxes from Pop King Paul, these were $150 each, $10 for shipping. So all in for both boxes, we're at $320. So pretty expensive mystery boxes today. 30 boxes in this run, and like I said, I got 2 of them. And interestingly, these are actually both from the same mystery box run. Now, I do have a little bit of criticism about this. I'm going to put the glam shot of like what the hits were on the screen. So this is going to be half criticism and half excitement, because at the top you see there's a 2-pack there, which is one of the top hits. Now, this box is significantly larger than this box, and these are both from that same run. So I am very optimistic that this could have that 2-pack in it. But I guess my criticism is I really don't like when companies do this. If you have a mystery box run, all your boxes should be the exact same size so that you have no idea what is in those boxes when you're packing them. So, when you're putting those labels on there, there's no chance that you're going to, give me any preferential treatment or anybody else any preferential treatment by getting this bigger box that has that 2-pack hit in there. So a little bit of criticism, but also a little bit of optimism, because I really hope that 2-pack's in there. So we're going to open this one second for that reason. And if you watch my last few videos, I've kind of had situations like this fall apart where it didn't turn out the way I was hoping. So hopefully this time we really do get that big hit. But we'll start off with this box first. All right, so let's rip into this one. And I don't know if I said it when we were doing the box breakdown, but this is supposed to be 4 pops per box. And there were some other really good hits in there. There were some Breaking Bad pops that I would love to get. There was a Two-Face pop that was really cool. So any of those would be nice hits. But let's take a look and see what we have. We'll start off with this one. We've got Lucy from Fairy Tale, and Lucy looks like they've got something right there. I don't know if that's on the pop itself or on the protector. Let's take a look. Yeah, Lucy has a little something right there. I don't know what the deal. That looks like something that needs to be cleaned off, or should have been cleaned off. But there is Lucy from Fairy Tale. Second pop up, we have, it is Bruce Lee Bait Exclusive. I feel like I've had this pop several times in the past. I may have gotten it, I don't know. It might have been from Pop King Paul at one point, but $49. All these Bruce Lee pops seem to hold their value. Either that or PPG just never gets updated, and so this price always has stayed sort of the same. But there's a few different Bruce Lee Bait exclusives, so $50. All right, not bad. Our next one, I can kind of see what our bigger hit is, but here is our third one. This is Melisandre from Game of Thrones, and I don't remember if I'm saying that name right. I think I am. Barnes & Noble exclusive. Not bad. Game of Thrones, kind of the hype around these pops kind of died down quite a bit, so not bad. And then our final one, this is actually a pretty good hit. We've got Loki, and this is the Frost Giant Loki, which I feel like, have I had this pop before? I can't remember. This is an older one, 2014. I definitely don't own this pop myself, but Fugitive Toys exclusive, glow in the dark, cool pop, and as you can see, $90. So we'll total up values on this box along with the other one after we get that one done and see if kind of stuff is held where these stickers are saying, but not bad. All right, so here is box number 2, and I'm very hopeful. I've kind of learned my lesson the last couple videos not to get my hopes too high when I see stuff like this, and I think like, oh, maybe I'll have something really cool and exciting in here, because sometimes that ends up not really playing out. But I am hopeful that it could be that 2-pack. So let's take a look. All right, here is our first one. It is Claire from Breakfast Club. So this is pretty cool. I'm actually a pretty big Breakfast Club fan. I love, the 80s John Hughes movies and stuff like that. So this isn't bad. I don't think I've ever had this one in the collection. They did actually recently release like a whole new wave of Breakfast Club pops. So I kind of expect all of these to just like get pummeled in value because, that's sort of what happens. But I don't mind this one. There's Claire. All right, pop number 2, we've got Luke Skywalker, 2017 Galactic Convention exclusive, $29. We'll check on that one, make sure it's still around there, but not a bad hit. At least, even if you don't get like stuff you love, at least the one thing you can say with Pop King Paul is you don't get like junk stuff that's still on the shelves. At least this stuff is older. I will tell you, we don't have that 2-pack in there, and I am a little bit disappointed with what is in there, because this is exactly the same scenario that I ran into with the H1K Collectibles mystery box a few videos back, where we have an oversized pop, and I'm going to pull that listing back up from Pop King Paul. I don't see any reference to oversized stuff in this run. I know it had the 2-pack. It said no sodas, but I don't see anything that says anything about oversized stuff. But we did get another oversized pop, which is kind of annoying because if you're going to get an oversized pop, you really want to know that that kind of thing is in the mix, because I'm not sure that I would have wanted to buy into this one. This one's a little bit different because this is more like a deluxe. It's not like that H1K Collectibles box where it was like a comic book cover and like, or whatever it was, a game cover where it's like much bigger stuff and like that big Maleficent pop. So this is a little bit different because it's closer to a standard size pop, but I do feel like stuff like this should be kind of disclosed clearly so that people know if they, want to participate when stuff like this is in there. But Dumbo with Timothy is a really cool pop. I don't hate this pop by any means. I actually really like a lot of the Dumbo pops, but it's just something that I would have liked to know before I bought into the box. And then our last pop, we have, this is actually our biggest hit. It is Boo Boo, 5,000 pieces. And I know it's our biggest hit because I see the $85 and I'm familiar with this pop, but this is a great hit. I kind of complained about this being a bigger pop, which I wish that stuff like that would be more clearly disclosed by everybody, not just Pop King Paul, but because I would never put this in a mystery box without specifically saying that something like this was in there, because I wouldn't want anybody to be disappointed that they didn't get like a standard size pop. But outside of that, I'm looking at the pops. You can't really be disappointed when you see this mix of pops. Let's take a look at our values and see how we did overall. All right, so I've got our values. Let's take a look and see how we did. So Lucy came in a little more than what it was when it was boxed. It came in at $26. Loki came in at $90, Bruce Lee $49, and then Melisandre came in at $22. So first box was $187. I don't know if I mentioned this. Guaranteed value was $175. So $187 for that first box. Claire came in at $33. Luke Skywalker came in at $29. Dumbo with Timothy was $30, and Boo Boo was $80. Our second box total was $172, which was a little under that guaranteed value, but it's because Claire came in a little bit less than when it was boxed. So that ended up giving us a total of $359. We spent $320, so that means we got back $39. So always great when you're ahead of the game, and actually even better when you get pops like this and not stuff that's like really hard to sell, because most of these will be pretty easy to sell. Not a lot of stuff that I'm going to keep. I might keep Claire and maybe Loki, but that's probably it. The rest of these I'll probably put on my website if you want to check out www.thefunko411.com. Check it out. I'll post some of these up there for less than PPG if you're interested. But I want to know what you guys thought of the video, what you thought of the pops. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see those future mystery box openings that are coming out. I got a lot of other stuff coming up this year, so be sure to subscribe. Do all that stuff, and I will see you on the next one.